What up? It's your boy, the Incredible Man, and I'm back at it again. I just seen Black Clover episode 92, man, and oh my gosh. I knew it was happening. I knew it was coming because I read the manga, and still seeing it, man, it still gets to me. Let's talk about the episode, man. Okay, first off, man, it was all nice and heartfelt, man. It was a little comedic at the beginning because we have the aftermath of the Eye of the Midnight Sun attacking the Black Bull's base, and we have Ghost, Gray, and Gordon, trying to regroup and wonder. Well, Ghost is looking for Mari's memorabilia, but they were wondering why did the Eye of Midnight Sun attack the Black Bull's base, and nobody really seemed to know why except for Ghost. Ghost thought about it, and then he was like, "No, that can't be." And they were like, "What is it?" He was like, "Nothing. It's nothing." But we all know that, like, you could tell he kind of thought that they were going to be after what they were reaching for and everything, because he was there in the when everything had started in the beginning of the reason and what they wanted, which is the magic stones. So Ghost knew what they were after, but like he just didn't really say anything to Gordon and Gray and Henry. But the moment when all they kind of just let that slide, and then Ghost was like, where's all Mari's stuff? Fix this, fix the house. He's like, I can't. I don't have any magic. And there's like Gray and Gordon told him, like, well, he doesn't have any magic, so he can't fix anything. And Ghost was like, I'm not having that. You tell me where everything is. And he walks up, he gets closer to Henry, and you can see like it shined with like a purplish white light, and it kind of just absorbed all of Ghost's magic. You can see, like, if you get too close to Henry, and they made it where you can actually see it in the anime. But after all of that, well, before, we have Yami still waiting on vengeance at the Golden Dawn's base, and they keep offering him tea. I don't had enough tea. There's enough tea sloshing around in me. I don't want any more tea. I want vengeance. He was supposed to meet me here, but after all of that lighthearted, fun, and energetic part of the episode, man, we get to something on a more serious note. Vengeance walks out to meet Julius, man. And we pretty much knew most of his story, but like they give us another brief little history of how him and Julius met, and a brief history on Vengeance. And you kind of sympathize with the character a little bit, and then they tell the story a little bit of how he became such a fan of Julius, because Julius accepted him when nobody else did. Everybody else called him like a cursed child and everything. But then Van just tells the story, and he says, I've always accepted, I've always looked up to you, Julius, and everything, but there's also another person that I deeply respect, and I can't choose between the two of you, so I have to let you two fight it out yourself. And when he said that, manga readers knew exactly what it was, man. We knew exactly what it was. And out comes the elf. Licked. But, man, it was so weird, man. I knew it was coming, and I knew it was happening because of the manga, but, dude, still seeing it on screen, man. Still seeing it on screen. It was... Manga readers know why I'm acting like the way that I'm acting, man. Anime only watchers probably wonder why I'm so melodramatic, but manga readers know exactly why I'm having a tough time getting this out, man. Then, to make a long story short, Julius was like, well, I always suspected that you had some conflict within you, and it was other little tidbit of stuff that like kind of gave it away as well. As like when Julius attacked Lick the very first time, and like his arm, like he sucked the time out of his arm. You didn't see vengeance at all. It really wasn't hard to kind of weigh the options and be like, well, who is this guy? And well, him and vengeance disappeared at the same time. And Julius, like everything kind of just led to vengeance. But then we get the ulterior motives, man. I know, I'm sorry I'm pausing, but it's so hard, man. Then we get to the ulterior motives, and he wants the stones that Julius has, because Julius felt like the only safe place to have the stones was on him, because he's the strongest wizard. But I don't know, man. Okay, I'm trying to not be so depressing, but let's talk about the anime, man. Like around the fighting scenes, I mean, everything else was very nice and very done very well throughout the episode. But let's talk about the fighting scene. Now, there was one moment in the whole fight in particular, maybe like when they showed the tower and like they were moving around and everything. It got maybe a little out of focus, and the tower was done pretty poorly. But everything else after that, leading up to the fact, all of the close-up shots and where they cast the magic and Julius's spells and Lick's light magic, all of that looked fantastic during the fight. It's just that to me, that big old wide panel shot where they showed the tower, it was out of focus, and the tower itself looked so horrible. But the actual fight itself looked pretty good, and when they cast the magic, it looked good. But then they started to fight, man, and they thought, Lick thought that he was going to have the upper hand because he used light magic. But Julius is the wizard king, man, and he used time magic, and all of the light shots that Lick threw at him, Julius stopped them in their tracks, man, because of time magic. But I don't know, man. If I keep talking, I'm just gonna. Well, I can finish it out. Then they were going back and forth, and he actually ended up injuring Julius, and then Julius told him that all of the time that I stole from other people, I can use it on myself to heal myself. So that scene was very nice, where he healed himself. But I don't know, man. It led it up to that moment that I've always been dreading that was coming, but then it stopped, and it's kind of just going to save it for next week. But if I keep talking, I'm going to do it. So this is my discussion of Black Clover episode 92, man, and I enjoyed it, and I'm heartfelt and sad at the same time, man, because us manga readers know what's coming. I'm not going to spoil anything for anime only watchers, but okay, man, this is your boy Dick Incredible. Don't forget to smash that like button until you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them. And subscribe, but only if you really want to, man. And remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out, man.